guys, it's Sam, and today I want to talk about the series that I plan on finishing in 2022. A few of these I talked about as part of my beginning of the year goals for 2022, but I have more than just those to talk about, and this is sort of like throughout the year I plan on finishing these, and I think this is all attainable, so let's get into it. The first series is one that I've been reading through recently, and that is the Devabad Trilogy by S.A. Chakraborty. I only have the final book, Empire of Gold, to read. I was planning on getting to that this month, but it's not going to happen due to other reading commitments that I've made, so I'm thinking this is going to be one of the first books that I read in March. This is an adult epic fantasy series that follows a main character who's in 18th century Cairo and accidentally summons a Jinn warrior and gets transported to the world of the Jinn and discovers like her potential place there and all the stuff that's going on with the political machinations and everything. This world, the writing, the characters, everything is fantastic. It's a really good exploration of conquered peoples and changing political dynamics, and how there's groups where like no one is correct and like there's no one completely to pull for in this story, which is like really hard to juggle. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to this very chunky finale. Then another series that I might also get to in March. I don't know. I don't want to make too many commitments, but I'm thinking this could happen because I've wanted to read this since January. And that is the Gilded Wolves by Rashi Chakshi. I have the final book, The Bronze Beasts, to read. I'm actually going to reread book 2 before reading book 3 to get kind of re-immersed in the world, because I've been talking about recently how that's a thing that I have to do to really enjoy the books. But this is a YA fantasy trilogy that follows multiple POVs and a little gang of characters who like do heists and things, and there's a lot of like mythology and stuff involved and magic and like sort of like secret society type things. It's really cool. I know it sounds a lot like Six of Crows and it gets compared to that a lot, but this is very different and I really enjoy all of these, so looking forward to this finale. Then we have the Poppy War series by R.F. Kuang. So I have the second and third book that I still need to read, and I'm going to reread the Poppy War this year as well. So I'll be reading all 3 this year. But we have the Dragon Republic and the Burning God. Also, I've been seeing the Illumicrate editions and I'm like mad that I didn't know about those before I started reading the series. I think they came out after I started, but I don't get special editions often, but I would have loved to have those. But I really love the first book in this series when I read it in 2020. This is an adult epic fantasy series that follows the Shinto Japanese war, kind of like it's inspired by that. It's following the main character of Rin, who goes away to this school, like wants to test to be part of this school, and we're sort of following her journey and everything that happens from there, and like it goes even so far from that in book 1. But again, a series that I've heard really good things about and do want to finish possibly in the later half of 2022, but we'll see. Then we have the Wayfarer series by Becky Chambers. I need to read books 2, which is this one, and 4. I've read books 1 and 3 already. You can read them out of order because they are a companion series, but this is one of my favorite science fiction series. It's an adult science fiction companion series that is slice of life hope punk. So basically an optimistic future in which you are following just sort of like slice of life of people, and it's not like huge epic things. It's sort of like day to day and how people are living and like relationships and things like that, and I love it. I don't own the 4th book yet, but I plan to. This is the only one that might not happen because I don't own them. You know what happens when I set a goal and I don't own the books. But I have the second one, so that'll at least happen. And this is a bit of a stretch goal, but I'm kind of thinking it'll happen. This is a series I haven't even started yet, but I'm kind of thinking I'm going to start and finish this year. And that is the Inheritance Trilogy by N.K. Jemisin. I have this large bind up of all 3 books, but like each book is like 300 something pages, like 300, 400 pages. So like this was book 1, you know? And like, I mean, I don't really know. I haven't split it all up, but like, I think it could happen. So I'm thinking I could read like 1 a season and finish them before the end of the year. I'm at least gonna start it, but I'm thinking I could read the whole thing. And I want to be better about binge reading my series, because otherwise I'll start it and then like forget, I have to reread it, and like I don't want to get in that trap again. And lastly, we have a series that I just started but will pretty much be finishing up potentially this month, if not next month. And that is the Binti Series by Nnedi Okorafor. This is a series of novellas. So because they're novellas, they're like 100-ish pages and fairly short, and I've been reading them on audio. I'm currently reading the second one. This is an adult science fiction series that follows the main character of Binti, and in the first book, she is leaving her home and going to a school and gets sort of wrapped up in a potential invasion from an alien force and sort of having to contend with that and like be a almost like ambassador to them a little bit. So it's sort of like following her journey, and I really liked the first book. I love these on audio. I recommend basically any Nnedi Okorafor on audio because she gets really good narrators. So I really enjoy this, and it's African futurism, which is always really cool. And yeah, so I'll be finishing this series hopefully this month, if not early next month. So that one's like for sure happening. But yeah, those are the series that I plan on finishing in 2022. I can also do videos for series that I want to catch up on, as there's a few of those. And maybe I could do one on like series I want to start. I don't know, but let me know if you want to hear about some of that. I don't want to commit to too many series because then I won't have any room for any other books in my TBR, but I do have a lot of series on my TBR anyway, so yeah. You let me know what you want to see as far as series discussions. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see all of you guys soon. Bye.